time.
Hey, Amith, how you doing, buddy? Great to see you.
Please subscribe to Sharonatsea Travel. Thank you.
Thank you, Maxwell, for that amazing introduction. We appreciate that. Hey, everybody, what's going on?
Hey, everyone.
Sharon, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Are you doing great?
I am. Well,
are you really doing great?
Actually, if you want to know, I am very tired tonight.
Okay, so you're not doing great, is what you're saying. You're lying to the cruise crew. I can't believe that.
Well, I'm feeling good, but it's just been a crazy day. I actually drank hot tea before the show to kind of warm up and wake up, but now I can drink my wine. I'm awake, so now I can drink my wine.
Alfred Inglesby, did you ever get into the other ice wine? I know you had that apple, and that was delicious. And the other stuff you got into, too?
Yeah, what?
I know it's been a while. Alfred asked how was that other ice wine.
It was delicious. It was so good.
There you go. So good, I can't even get a sniff of it. Can you believe that? But Alfred, let me say this. I've been enjoying myself, my friend.
Yeah, you have.
Cheers to you. And tonight, folks, I'm enjoying a very, very dirty martini. It's the Kavak vodka, courtesy Alfred Inglesby. Thank you so much. Oh yes, that is that's just a regular vodka. It's not the what was the other one that I was having that time? The whiskey one. Yes, it's not the whiskey. It's just a regular. And I'm wrapping up my anchovy olives as well. So it's a fantastic night here, and I don't have to get up early tomorrow. So I might. Who knows what could happen tonight, guys? All hell could break loose tonight on the show. You never know what's going to happen. So what's up, everybody? Glad to see you. Thanks for joining us. It's another Monday Night Live. I feel like we were just live a few days ago because we were on Thursday, which was the weirdest thing we've ever done. It was so weird.
It seemed really weird, yeah. And it seemed like the live show popped up so quickly again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mexico looks good on you, Sharon. You have a glow and a big bright smile tonight, said Tess Almond.
Aw, thank you, Tess.
Aw, that is so sweet. I have to say that I'm looking at the video here. We are looking bright and lively and vibrant.
I like the background, the ocean.
Are you digging that background?
That was from where we stayed on our last trip.
That was. At the you forgot the name of it already?
No, I know.
The Royal Haciendas? Yeah. Let me remind you where we were.
I know where we were.
ago. Just 1 week ago. I see everybody is saying, one of the things that really makes us feel great is looking at the chat. Like, if I could just sit here and read the chat for like 10 minutes and not say anything, it would be awesome watching all of you guys interacting and saying hi to each other.
I just watch it just goes and goes.
Yeah, Crazy Cat Traveler. Tonight is Monday. It's not Thursday, so we're good to go. We're good to go. So that's good news. Jamie Will Heights feeling better and back at the sewing machine.
Right.
So that's good news. Bill Leach, if you're out there, Sharon has something to say to you.
Oh, happy birthday, Bill, if you're out there.
Happy birthday, Bill. Happy birthday, Bill. Mr. Bill Leach from Smyrna, Georgia is out there tonight. A big birthday wish for you. So many birthdays in this small period of time.
There is. January is a big
There's a lot of activity. We got married into January. I was born. Matthew was born.
There's been a lot of birthdays in the cruise crew.
Yes.
In January.
Kathy Schultz said, Jamie, it's just not right with you wearing a sweatshirt. It's so chilly here in Arizona. I just thought I'd do something completely different. AKA, I didn't have any clean clothes, so I thought the best thing to do was put on a dirty shirt and cover it with one of my favorite sweatshirts.
Well, it's been, it's supposed to warm up, I think, in a few days, but it's been kind of, ever since we got back from Mexico, it's been like chillier here than, it's weird.
It's ridiculous.
And when I got up the last couple mornings, when I got up, the sky was blue. It looked like it was going to be a beautiful day. And about noon, 1 o'clock, all of a sudden I look outside and there's like rain clouds in the sky.
That's right.
It's crazy.
Now, take two. Nautical Nurse Nancy said the Bubba sweatshirt is perfect. This is one of my favorite. It's my Bubba Gump Shrimp Company shirt that I got in Breckenridge, Colorado, on our one and only cold weather vacation. It was a ski trip, believe it or not, that we took.
It was, so we went.
There's not a lot of skiing going on there.
Yeah, well, I had skis and Matthew had skis. Matthew skied for the first time, and Jamie was going to try to snowboard for the first time.
Yeah.
So he had rented a snowboard.
Didn't go well.
It didn't go well. But everyone else was snowboarding. I wasn't going to try to snowboard because I never had. So I went with skiing, and Matthew did really well skiing. He was younger though. We
were this close to going to a Bubba Gump's in the Cancun airport, except it was closed. the Margaritaville was open. People were sitting this close to each other. Like it was like leg over leg. You were sitting so close, and the Bubba Gump wasn't even open. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
it was an
crazy.
outrage. You know, a lot of people are talking about there's a lot of snow where they are and stuff.
That's just reminded me about the glasses from Margaritaville. Those glasses, the whole mix up with the glasses.
Oh, is that a story? Do you want to tell that story really quick?
No, it just made me think about it.
Daniel Fields, there is no footage of me I did not actually snowboard. I could not even stand up on the thing and go 2 feet without falling down again.
We do have I have a lot of pictures. Maybe tomorrow I'll post a few of our fun winter pictures on the cruise crew. They're from several years ago. I think Matthew was... it was probably like 9 years ago. Matthew
was tiny, and he kicked ass on the slopes. It was the craziest thing watching this kid fly down. And maybe that's where the pizza thing started, because we told him to just take your skis and keep them like a piece of pizza.
Well, that's how they tell kids to learn.
Yeah, pizza.
They call it pizza, and have them ski like that,
And he flew right down the mountain like nobody's business. It was unbelievable. Andrew, you're right. 2023 Chargers Super Bowl. Thank you. It was the scariest thing I ever did was get on the snowboard, and then I had to admit in front of not only my family but another lovely family, the Saunders family. I had to admit in front of everyone that I just wasn't going to be able to do it. It wasn't happening. So I had to go back and drink, and I drank. I had to go back to the lodge and I drank. So luckily I had a plan B involved. The love of pizza runs deep in that kid. You got that right. So what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the big show. It's Monday night. We have literally zero agenda tonight. We just want to shoot the crap with you guys, answer questions about Mexico if you have them, talk about whatever comes up in the chat. We want to give a special shout out to two of the most amazing women in my life, right after my beautiful wife, Sharon, and that would be Nautical Nurse Nancy and Leanne Francisconi. Hello, ladies. Lovely to have you here. Thank you so much for being here.
They help us out so much. I don't know what we would do without them.
We would not do anything without them. We would shut down the show. We'd turn off the lights. We would disconnect, and we would be done. It would be a done deal. Should we say hi to anybody? Do you want to go through saying hi, or should we just start? I feel like when we say hi, we get so far behind, and then it's just ridiculous.
Well, we can go through
It's already 12 minutes after 7.
Okay.
So why don't we just jump? Why don't we just go into a few things? Number one,
oh my God.
Sharon, we did something amazingly fun Saturday night. Have you forgotten already?
Oh, that. I thought you were talking about the thing with Matthew. Sorry. That's why I was like, I was like, why are you
I'm sorry,
that?
change the subject. Thank you, Neil. Neil Drucker threw it out there. How was the Zoom Saturday night?
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. When you said that, I was thinking of what we were talking about earlier.
You're like, wait, what? Huh? What did we do?
We did. It was so much fun.
Talk about that for a second.
Our Zoom call. So we did our very first no Zoom call with the ship show, John from the ship show, and we had 6 great people in there with us, and it was just so much fun. I felt like we got to know them a little better. They might have got to know us a little better, and I think they kind of interacted and now know a little bit about each other as well.
That's right.
So,
you are absolutely right.
I think just about all of them, except for one, are all on the 2023 vlogger group cruise, so they'll already know who. Many of them will be. Others. Yeah.
Many of them will be there. Just a little glimpse, just to let you guys know what it was like, just for a moment. Well, first off, everyone did an amazing job. Everyone knew what they were doing. There were no hang-ups. There was no issues. Everything was smooth. There was no echoes. Everyone was so professional, did a great job. So great job, everybody who was there. And
so the first Zoom call is in the books, and
that's
it went
right.
Great.
It did go great. Now, one of the highlights was when John busted out his favorite Zoom background. It got a little cheeky for a minute, and of course, the Zoom call was so fun that Kevin Brubaker in the bottom left under the name Poppy, he didn't even realize that his house is on fire behind him. He was having such a great time. And Pam and Ty Humpert-Zoomian were there. Of course, Vonna V. Leonard, #Welch, was there. Larry and Elaine Thomas, Brandon Harrelson was there. And the mother hen was able to join us. So that was a great surprise as well. And I always forget how beautiful Liz Breen is. And then I see her and I'm reminded of it again.
She is.
That was the right thing to say, wasn't it? Yeah, that was a nice move. That was fantastic. Pat myself on the back for that one. So it was a ton of fun. Those guys all did a great job. And the next one will be when, Sharon?
Okay, so the next one will be Saturday, February 27th. And we will announce who's going to be chosen to be on that call on our live show on February 22nd.
Yes.
So the Monday right before that Saturday, we'll choose 3 people. And then the 27th, we'll have our next Zoom call.
That is correct. And yes, I see in the chat, Kevin Brubaker said that he stole my I have a very special embarkation shirt I love to wear, which is just pretty hideous, to be honest with you. But it's got American flags and palm trees, and it just screams, I'm here to get down.
You just called Kevin's shirt hideous.
Yeah, he knows it is. He's not confused about that. There's no confusion. If you wear that shirt, you're just bold, and you're just ready to party. So that's what the whole thing was all about. So that was fantastic. We had a great time, and we enjoyed the heck out of it.
And as we mentioned, you don't have to re-enter. We're going to use that same post from last month. So if you haven't entered yet and you want to, just add your name to that list. If you've already said you want to be in the Zoom call last month, then you don't need to do anything. You're still in for the drawing.
That's right.
And there you go. And we'll just keep that one going until no one wants to Zoom anymore.
Yeah, until everyone goes and they're like, yeah, we're done with that. It's really not that exciting.
Until we're cruising again and everyone's lost interest and no one cares anymore.
That's right. People will be a little too busy for that kind of shenanigans. So Sharon, what else do we have? So like we said, we don't really have any particular agenda tonight. But
usually we have something. Tonight we didn't plan anything. We just
want to shoot the breeze. But there was one thing we were talking about. I mean, we miss cruising. And we've had a great time with all this land-based travel, and we had an amazing time in Mexico last week. But we're still dying to cruise, so we were thinking a little bit about. It was about now a year ago that things started ramping up, and people started to become aware of what was going on. And I remember we were on our Encore cruise. When all of a sudden they switched over their buffet to serve it as opposed to us serving ourselves, like mid-cruise, that happened and all that, and we were like, wow, this is getting a little weird. But I remember that on the February 1st was the last day of our Norwegian Encore cruise.
Yeah.
We were I remember we did a live show that night, a last night on the cruise ship live. So go back and check that out if you want to see us being live on the Encore.
Then when we got home, there wasn't, I don't know, things seemed okay for a couple of weeks, it seemed like.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden our Panorama cruise was a go. We thought everything was going to be fine, and we went over there and boom. Then everything happened in March.
And then all hell broke loose.
Yeah.
But I thought there was one thing I just, in reminiscing a little bit, usually I wait till later in the show, but in reminiscing, I was reminded of some of the fun intro scenes that we did when we were on the Encore. And I thought right out of the gate, I would come out strong and throw you guys a little bit of a look back in time. If you don't mind, guys, follow me, climb aboard. We're going to jump in the time machine really quick. An early time machine right out of the gate for everybody, so the folks that have to leave early don't miss it. And buckle your seatbelt, keep your head down, keep all your body parts in the car, and hold on tight. And let's just take a look. 1 year ago today, basically, this was all going on. those were the good old days, weren't they?
They were.
They were the good old days.
Were.
And here and
It makes me miss cruising so much when I see that. That was such a great cruise.
It does.
Encore. Whoops.
It does, because you're reminded of it. Like we've really kind of just put it out of our minds lately. We were talking about that earlier. How there was for months we were just like, we're holding up hope. It's gonna be back any minute, and we're like, don't worry, our October group cruise with Lido Loco go on. Okay, no. Okay, don't worry, the next thing, no, that's not gonna happen. Don't worry, the next cruise is gonna, no, that didn't happen. And now we're like, you know what? I'm done getting excited about it. I'm just gonna sit back, relax, and see what's going on. We're just gonna kind of
wait it out. Our next cruise is in May. We're gonna wait it out and hope it happens. And if it doesn't, we'll just go from there. We'll make some plan B's.
We'll make it happen. We will make it happen.
Until then, we're just gonna do some land travel and keep traveling.
That's right. I saw a question earlier. Big G and Snuggles had a cruise question. The unlimited drinks package on NCL, does it start from the time you board port day on NCL breakaway, or do you have to wait until you're out at sea?
Mm-hmm. It starts right away.
Keep one thing in mind: if you're leaving out of New York, or if you're leaving out of Galveston,
they don't have any ships out of Texas.
Understandable, but in general, if you're leaving out of those areas on an NCL, there could be some rules about waiting till you get out to sea. And usually on the drink package, you may be responsible for taxes while you're still in port until you're out at sea. Yeah. But otherwise, you hit the ship and you're ready to party. Yeah. So there you go. I love a good cruise question. Thank you so much. Yeah. Big G and Snuggles in the house tonight. Great to see you guys. Should we throw a couple names out there? I feel bad.
Why don't you go back a little bit, because there was a lot of stuff, and we'll just.
I'm back. I'm back to that was the first big question I saw. Knockers Nancy's here. Daniel Fields is here. I have one thing to say. Daniel Fields and Nancy Fields.
What you got there?
I have something to say to you two, as a matter of fact, as well this evening. And that is a big thank you, because I'm about to enjoy this craft beer, courtesy of the Fields. You guys are awesome. We love you. Thank you so much.
That's the first.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure if I don't even know what a craft beer is, but I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. Thank you so much. And if I drink more of that, which I'm going to, there will be some burps later, so you can see Sharon kick me under the table. So there you go. Tess Almont said, "Okay, I hate that I missed a Zoom call. The one thing that doesn't have a replay, or does it?" Tess, there is no replay because it was done. It was a behind the scenes. It wasn't a live. It wasn't videoed or anything like that. Tess, it was just a behind the scenes deal.
I'm sure you'll have an opportunity soon.
There you go.
One of them.
That's right. Ruth Todd said, "Was this Zoom call recorded?" Ruth, I cannot confirm nor can I deny whether or not the Zoom call was recorded, but I can tell you that it was not broadcast as at this point as of yet.
We took a couple pictures to show you earlier. During the call.
And I do see a number of people from that call, so that was fantastic.
Brandon said, I had a ton of fun. Yeah, it was fun, a lot of fun.
The Humperdumians are in the house, and they are here. Cruise question, are we cruising in October? What are the odds? Said the ship show. I'm going to tell you what the odds are. Here's what I'm going to tell you.
99.9%.
Whoa. That's a pretty strong commitment.
We've got to cruise then.
Listen, let's look at the facts. Let's look at the facts. Vaccines are being put out by the loadful in pretty good amounts. I don't know a better term for that. So that's a positive, right? There are many cruise lines that have begun cruising in Europe, Japan, Australia. Other areas have begun some cruising. Smaller companies and larger companies as well. Royals Quantum of the Seas is out there. Dream Cruises, AIDA cruising is going. Costa cruising is happening. A couple other cruise lines. So that's going on.
So far, things are going well.
Yes.
Hopefully it continues.
There's a lot of talk of a new cruise ban, which I don't think will happen. Although the CDC said something about they are going to make sure that everyone is wearing masks on the cruise. I don't think
that's anything new.
That's nothing new.
I mean, I've always just planned that we were going to wear next cruise. Yes. We would probably be wearing a mask. I always just thought that.
That's right. I got to order some special Sharonatsea travel masks.
God,
which are available through Teespring. Sharonatsea travel masks for only $12.99. And don't forget, $1 from each purchase goes to help underprivileged kids. We haven't mentioned that in a while, so those are available right there if you need some. Kevin Rootbaker had a great time on the call. Thank you so much, Kevin. Blaine from Really Creative Travels here. Nazuma Brown, the Traveling Gilberts are out there. What's up, guys? There's Nancy Fields to go along with Daniel Fields. So thank you guys so much for the brewskis and the t-shirt. Amazing gift. Thank you. Kenneth Oakes is here. Tony Jackson's in the house. What is up, rock and roll brother? Good to see you. Of course, there's Tess. Steve Morales is here. Brandon Harrelson, we said hi to him. Beth Ullinger and Doug are there. What a nice trip those guys had up to the snow in Prescott Valley over the weekend.
It looked really pretty up there.
Chris Goo is here. What is up, Chris? Bon to the mother freaking jour to you, my friend. Who else we got? Positive Vibes Adventures. There's Vonna B. Welch. Hashtag Leonard. Traveling Gilberts. Andrew Sweeze is here. Mary Ellen Dillon's here. Jamie Wilhite. Eddie Moonshine's in the house. Oh, hold on. I just jumped all the way ahead. I just jumped like 30 screens really quick there. You know how the chat jumps sometimes, Sharon. You got to give me a break on that. Amy Kephart's here. Crazy Cat Traveler, I see you out there. Edler Multimer is in the house. What's up, buddy? Charles Hahn is here. Love to see you, my friend. Kathy Soltz is in the house. Lindy Lou is here. What's up, Lindy Lou? Great to see you. Annette Tallman's here. What's up, Annette? Sue O'Connor's in the house. All the usual suspects are here. Tess says, how about 2 years from today, I'll be on the breakaway with you guys. The Ship Show, EECC, and La Lido Loco, woot woot. That's going to be a great, great time. We're going to have so much fun.
That's going to be
my man Timothy Walters is out there. Timothy, how are you doing, my friend? Are you dug out from the snow? I know between you and Nancy, you guys have been buried in snow here. I hope you're doing good, and I hope you're healing up well, my friend. Joe Randall's here. Party on the Sea is out there. What is up? CA Cruisers is here. AJ Love. Sharon is so cute. I bet she was drop dead knockout as a young lady. I mean, she still is, but oh my.
Oh my gosh.
You worked your way around that one, AJ Love. Nice work. You got out of there. Ashley Moy is here. Ashley said, I miss cruising so much. Even if it's just watching y'all cruise, I miss that too. Thank you so much. Sue O'Connor says, let's go cruising. Samantha Rosales is here. Rhonda Carney, what is up? Orange Green's in the house. Kay Palmer. Samantha Rosales is here. Lovely to see all you guys. Thank you for joining us. We really, really appreciate it. Bob Hader's here. Says, hello, Jamie and Sharon. Michelle Giebers is here. That ending cityscape was gorgeous. Little Miami coming back into the port.
Oh, yeah. I love, a lot of times I don't wake up in time on that last morning because we end up staying up late packing because we stay out late.
I am packing so late on the last night of the cruise. I'm exhausted from it.
Anyways, but getting up that morning when you pull into port, I love it if I can get up in time and catch the glimpse of where it's still dark. All the lights are on and you're pulling in. It's always beautiful.
Perfect. I'm sorry, I just saw a weird.
But that time, I don't know if I was up that time, but I'm glad you caught it on video.
Thank you. The sacrifices that I make. While you're sitting there snoring in bed, I'm hopping up and setting up the camera outside on the balcony.
I'm packing late, so I stay in bed a little later. You go to bed earlier, so you pop up at before it's even light.
Somebody's got to get us out of bed and get the hell out of there. Robert Brown Jr. is here. What's going on, buddy? Nice to see you. Elaine Thomas. Hello. Larry is snow plowing and not here to say hi. So hi from me and let's go cruising. Elaine, lovely to see you. And it was great meeting you online the other night. And see, I'm already burping from the beer. I am so sorry. I apologize.
Oh my God.
On NCL, you just pay the tax while in port on the first day, said Daniel Fields. There you go. See that? We're all on the same page.
Yeah,
we're all on the same page
it's
there.
Like that. I think that's like that on all cruise lines and in the ports.
Paul Add is here. Paul, congratulations on being right at the end of your last quarantine. We hope you go out and party in Fiji or at least stay dry. I think the streets were flooded. I'm not sure.
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure what's going on out there. Who else do we have? Andrew Cabate is here. What is up, Andrew? Vincent Coven said, my drink package starts when I open my suitcase and open my water bottles. Oh, you're so sneaky. So sneaky. You both look burnt, said Karen Glaycar. Thank you, Karen. That was the goal. That's what we were shooting for.
I don't know. We're not really burnt now. Maybe it's just the lighting.
Yes. Nancy Field says, I hope the shirt fits, Jamie. It does fit. It depends what time of the day I wear it and if it's before or after a meal. But it's fantastic, and I thank you so much.
It fits.
and with it'll fit even better with the current crackdown Sharon has got me on. She's trying to get me back to 2 years ago when I dropped all that weight and I was looking fit as a fiddle. And I gained some of it back, and the pandemic did not help that at all. So
yeah, that hasn't helped anyone, I don't think. Well, you told me to crack down.
Yes.
So let's
No,
get that
it's
right.
invited. We want
told
that.
me that anytime you're eating something you shouldn't, I should take it away from you.
Well, if you want to, you can do that, but that's a risk that if you're prepared to take. That's a risk you may or may not be prepared to take. Kevin Buck is here. What's going on, Kevin? How you doing? Let's see. The call was great. Yep, John did a great. Oh yes, it was amazing having John there too. What's funny is that I am obnoxious. I don't think that anyone's confused about that. I'm loud. I'm obnoxious. I don't shut up. And when the call, I just as the call started, I immediately went into like a hosting mode, and and my whole main focus is keep things going, keep steering things one way or the other, stay away from awkward silence. Don't put anyone in weird positions. Establish who's a chatty Cathy. Establish who's the quiet one. Get the quiet one more involved if you can. I start going into this whole mindset of it.
Oh my gosh.
And we're 3/4 of the way in. I realize that I haven't shut the hell up the whole time. And people are like, "Hey man, how about you zip it and let somebody else talk?" So. There you have it. Paul out of the Zoom was coming from inside the house.
You on a Zoom by yourself? You can just talk to yourself.
Yes, I could Zoom right by myself and talk to myself. Yeah. Bonnie B. Well said it best. Brandon was out of control on Saturday. Well, it was a great mixture of people, and Brandon was throwing back some Coronas. I think he was just doing that in spite of the C of the virus. So I love that about him. What happens if you book a cruise and it turns into a themed cruise? Said Positive Vibes Adventure.
What do you mean by a themed cruise? Like a charter type themed cruise, or because usually if a ship is a chartered theme cruise, it's not out there for the public to book. The ship's already chartered by a particular company or person. So I don't know. I need a little more info on what you mean by themed, I guess.
Well, if what you're saying is if it gets chartered, then you may have an option to cancel and rebook if they let you know that an abundance of people are going to be there.
Yeah, if not that many people have booked and, all of a sudden they change it to a charter cruise. Yeah, they will. Yes. They will give you options. You won't be out any money.
Samantha Rosales, we were partying in Mexico and having a great time. Alfred Inglesby, outstanding question. Next Monday night, everything is handled with regards to the St. Jude's donations. Yeah. We've got it lined up. We're trying to finalize if something's going to be able to play out or not to make it a little more exciting. Otherwise, we're going to be putting a video together and doing the whole deal. So so next Monday night, don't forget to watch so that you can see the big St. Jude donation. And we're super excited about it. And we want to be able to acknowledge, kind of how it happened in the whole process. So so stay tuned for that. That will be happening next Monday.
Next Monday on our live.
Christina B., that's a good question. And I can sum it up by saying one thing.
I don't agree with that.
Yes. No one knows anything about that. What that is speculation with absolutely zero fact to put behind it. If cruising, the thing is that she said that Ben and David, Ben and David, great guys who have their channel out of Europe.
I'll say
and all
right
that.
now, anything right now that's cruise related, where it's something about what's going to happen when we start cruising again, I could say probably 99.9% of all of that is pure speculation. It's someone's views, what someone thinks, but because nothing has been definitely stated by the cruise line of what's going to be happening when we cruise again. So it's just people speculating. So I would ignore all of that and just wait until the cruise line tells us something, and then we'll go with that. I don't believe that they're going to not let kids cruise. For one thing, I mean, maybe some cruise lines that don't really have kids that cruise on them, but the three main ones, or especially Royal Caribbean and Carnival, I mean, they're family oriented. They're families that go with kids.
And NCL too.
And if they take the kids out of the picture, that's going to take half of their clientele or more away, because if people can't cruise with their kids and they're booked with their kids, that's going to make them pretty angry, and they're not going to book it anymore. So that can cause a lot of big issues. And I personally don't think that's going to happen. And and kids under 2. Kids, they can't be vaccinated.
No.
But
well, so that's where it all comes from, because the rumors and there's talk with no substance really behind it that cruise lines may or may not try to require vaccination to get on the ship.
That's false right now too. I mean, I'm not saying that they might not say that, but they have not stated that yet, and it's pure speculation.
That's right. I don't think that a cruise line can insist on you being vaccinated or not. It's just like any other medical condition or something like that, in my opinion. And I don't think they can do that. And the talk is that, kids aren't necessarily going to be getting vaccinated. That's why this whole concept and thing came up.
And even kind of like for instance, the airlines, even if you're vaccinated right now, if you're flying, you still have to have a negative COVID-19 test in areas that are requiring that.
Yes.
The vaccine doesn't take the place. And I think that'll be the same with the cruise lines, because, we're hoping that the vaccination is doing what it's supposed to do, but we don't know yet for sure. So I think to be on the safe side, I think people are still going to have a negative COVID-19 test, just like with the airlines.
Yeah, and I don't think there's...
But that's my speculation.
I'm not even sure that they have totally proven that someone who's vaccinated still cannot carry the virus and still give it to someone else. So there's... I just don't think they can do any of that. So Christina V... I don't believe that's accurate, and that's just our opinion, and that's the deal.
And that would be a lot of money that they're going to have to refund to people if that's the case. And the cruise that would be probably half of their people that are booked.
That is right.
Now,
preach it, girl.
That would probably...
And that'll piss you off.
That might put them into bankruptcy. Everyone talks about bankruptcy.
That is right. Garrett Labelson and Jeanette are here. What's going on, guys? Andrew Capite said, me and my family are booked our first cruise to the Western Caribbean, March 2022. That'll be your first cruise. That'll be amazing. You will have a great time. The ship show said, I just watched a ship disappear behind Sharon's head. That's kind of cool. There's some stuff going on in the background of the video. Yes, I'm loving this little video behind us. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Sharon is under the belief that sometimes if there's too much movement behind us, it's a turnoff. People don't like it. So you let us know how you feel about it. Do you like a still image, or do you like a little bit of a visual stimulation?
And I think it depends what it is. Like sometimes I can watch stuff and it doesn't bother me, but other things, it's distracting. So
all right, we got to catch up a little. Raquel Williams is here. What's up? Jason Schumacher, nice to see you. If the CDC says mask mandatory, what happens once you hit international waters? Jason, if the cruise ship is saying you have to wear your mask, it's just like flying, because you're going to fly outside of a U.S. area and stuff like that. I can see them requiring mask wearing in public areas of the ship. That would not be a surprise at all, and the CDC has said that should happen.
Yeah, so. and I don't see anything wrong with that. I think right now, I think that is something that we should be doing as a precaution, at least when cruising starts back up, and until things, we cruise for a while and see how things go. Nothing
wrong with that. And we wore a mask all throughout Mexico and had no issues.
Yeah, people wear them for their other travel, so I don't see why.
Pam S has lots of snow out there in New York City. TMLF 959 is here. What's up? Vicky McCullum is here. Hello, enjoying the recent Mexico vlog. Thank you so much. Not only we've already have 2 vlogs out from Mexico. The first one was the whole travel and getting there. The next one was our first day there, enjoying drinks and beach and pool time. And I think the next one should be out tomorrow, mid to late afternoon, and that might be dinner at one of the nice restaurants on the property. So that'll be a good time as well.
Yeah, and we have maybe about 4 or 5 more after that.
Let's see what we can squeeze out.
But we'll try to get
you all right? Got wine kicking in, babe?
A couple out for a week for the next couple of weeks.
Frank and Jen in Colorado here. What's going on? Antonia Penix, I see you. How are you doing? I'm going to jump through a little bit. People are keeping T-Series in check. Nice work there. The Q's Cruisers are here. What's going on, guys? Love to have you here. I think we said hi, but if not, the Traveling Gilberts. Let's see. We all be coming into Louisiana a day or two early in 2023. We'd love to show you around a bit. I'm not sure exactly of the plan, but we certainly would love to get out there a little early if at all possible. Yeah. But I will tell you this. That's an amazing offer. But if we get out there early, we probably have some things that we have to line up because there's going to be a lot going on for that cruise. So if we get there early, it may be meeting with some of the other co-hosts and putting stuff together. But thank you so much for the offer, and we definitely would love to see if we can't put that together,
and
guys.
we do plan to come in a couple days early. Maybe we'll see if we can maybe come in a little earlier.
Mike V says, Carnival published a list of booze brands served on board. Sandy likes Appleton rum. You could probably find it online somewhere. I recall seeing it. You might see a menu, a drink menu that'll list the different alcohols that are available.
Yeah,
so search that and you ought to be okay.
You might be able to find it.
Let's see. Angel Johnson said, do y'all remember year 1989, any YouTube or Facebook around? I don't think so. Not in 1989. I'm not even sure if they really had computers back then, Angel. Charles Hunt said hammer time.
I remember before Facebook, what was that? We used to be on before Facebook. What was that other one?
Oh my gosh.
What was that?
You know the one.
I bet somebody knows.
I forget the name of it, but it was amazing.
Yeah, what was that? Before Facebook, what was that, guys?
Two O'Connor has a question. Sharon, were you able to push payments out for the Mardi Gras group cruise?
Okay. So, yes.
But make it quick because we're falling way behind in the chat.
I did post in the group. Everyone that was booked officially in the group, their payments are pushed out to April 24th. There were a few people that were booked outside of the group because they wouldn't let me book anymore into the group. And there were some that had casino rates that were not booked in the group. Those I am working on getting pushed out as well. They may not be pushed out to the same date, but they will be pushed out sometime in April. I just don't have the date. So I will keep you posted sometime this week. I will be sending everyone a new confirmation. I just have not had time to pull up everyone's confirmation yet and send it to you.
There you go. Paul Buckler, chicken wings popular on cruises? They are, but oddly enough, if you find chicken wings on a cruise, chances are you'll be paying for them unless it's on an NCL cruise because they seem to be more of a bar specialty menu item and not just a regular item you can get anywhere. Let's see. Kelly Ronaldo's in the house. What is up, Kelly? Love to see you here. There's Liz Breen. Liz, we were talking about you earlier. You must have missed it.
Hi,
and maybe
Liz.
it's all for the best that you did. Well, Paul said I heard
Jamie was complimenting you.
I was talking about you and your amazing beauty. That is, and that's true. That is totally true. Anyone can back me up. Somebody back me up, please. I don't want Liz to be pissed off at me. You don't ever want Liz to be pissed off at you. Let's see. Good evening, beautiful people. What's going to be your go-to drink on the first sailing? Miami Vice for me. I can't wait. What's your first drink going to be next time you walk on a cruise?
It's going to be my usual, a strawberry margarita.
Okay, that's good.
I always have one when I get on the ship.
I will probably start with a beer or a shot and a beer probably is what's going to happen there just to get things started. Or a margarita, or maybe
You usually have a beer when you get on.
Yeah, usually I go for the beer. Back in the day, I used to go right into shots, and those were the times where a few times I barely made it to dinner, and Sharon told me if I do that again, she'll kick my ass. So, Angela Sipka said, I enjoy you both. Hope we sail in May. Hope we sail again soon. Thank you, Angela. Very nice of you to say. Thank you so much. There's Jonathan Short from the Six Traveling Shorts. He's promoting, getting some thumbs up in the chat. We love that about you, and we thank you so much. Pete Holmes says, hopefully my Christmas cruise on Mardi Gras will go. We hope so, too. Pam Robertson is here. What's up, Pam? Brenda Ademek said, hello, enjoying your Playa del Carmen vlog. When will you be announcing your next land vacation? That's in the works.
It's in the works. This place that we're going next is that we're trying to work out anyways. It's going to take a lot more planning than anything else we've done. There's just a lot more restrictions, and it's just going to take more planning. So we're in the works with doing some planning, and as soon as we know that everything's going to go smooth, we'll let you know.
Yes. We'll keep you posted.
But it will be the first week of March. So
Joe Randall said, Jamie, you look as good as I do. Festively fit, like Santa Claus all year. Thank you. Thanks. Thanks, Joe. Thank you. No, thank you. Thanks. I'm not sure. Stephen Evans is here. What is going on? Stephen from Modesto, California. Nice to see you. Love to have you here. I'm trying to catch up on the chat, so bear with me. Let's see. Nancy Field said, Jamie, you are fun and awesome. We had a blast with you all in Mexico. Aww. Nancy, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the next time we can see you.
We had so much fun.
Whoa! Cruise with Josh is in the house. What is going on, Josh?
Hi,
Hold
Josh.
on. Let me give a little toast to our friend Josh Slocum. Love to see you.
Cheers,
Josh. How's the family? Mama Holcomb,
Yeah.
that lovely girlfriend of yours, Mr. Peter, whoever else is out there hanging out with you.
Yeah.
Lovely to see you.
I know. It's been a while. The holidays, everything.
Speaking of cruising with people, I'm very much looking forward to cruising with Josh.
Yeah, it'll be exciting.
Because his name is Cruise with Josh. So obviously you need to cruise with Josh. It's right there in his name. And it's going to be an amazing time. We cannot wait. I think the thing I'm looking forward to most about cruising with Josh is the energy. The constant energy. I mean, I am going to have to...
You are going to have to be...
Oh, my... I'm going to have to bring my A game to be able to hang with that dude.
You're going to be drinking a drink, a coffee, trying to just keep up.
Yes. Every drink I have is going to be something with Rockstar or Red Bull or Monster or something like that. Because I don't know how to... I mean, I get wound up sometimes, but he is, wow, shot out of a cannon. So what's up, brother? Great to see you. Thanks for joining us tonight. Paul Addis said, turns out Jamie was the quiet one. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate you saying that. Who else out there? Liz Breen said, I tried to say something, but you wouldn't let me. I told you, yeah, Liz, I was talking about that.
Oh, my God.
Every time Liz says, well, I'm like, Liz, please, quiet down. I'm still speaking. So anyway, and then it would go like that. I was just, everyone knows that I'm,
Tess
that
said, how long was the Zoom? Yeah, it's an hour. They're all the Zoom calls we plan that they're going to be an hour. That's
right.
kind of the plan. So
Timothy Walters says, who's Zooming who? There was no one Zoomed each other. We just Zoomed it together. Pam said, Jamie, you were certainly entertaining. That's what people say, as opposed to saying you were annoying. They say entertaining. The two words are close. James, it's called reading the peeps. Thank you so much. Yeah, I try to read the room. I try to see what's going on. What are the odds of Independence of the Seas 5/16/21 actually happening? Said Don Lee. What is up, Don? I don't know where it's sailing out of, but let's say 40%.
Yeah.
Can we say 40%?
Yeah, I mean, I think Independence may be one of the first ones that start sailing again for Royal. But yeah, I'm almost feeling like it's going to be closer to June before more ships get out there.
I think so too.
May's a little iffy, but I'm feeling hopeful with like our Mardi Gras cruise only because it's the 29th and it is the Mardi Gras inaugural, so that has been postponed.
There's a lot of heat
times.
to get that cruise going.
So if there is any way they can get that out there, they're definitely going to try. But
that's our saving grace for that. That's the one thing that we're keeping a little bit of hope. But otherwise, I don't know. We're on the fence. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We will see what happens. Who else is out there? Anthony Simone is here. What's going on? Carla McClendon, lovely to see you guys. Dave and Brandy's Excursions. Dave and Brandy, great to see you guys. You look like you've been having a great time snowmobiling out there in the chilly weather of Pennsylvania. Yeah. It looks like a good time. Sharon, we got to get you on a snowmobile one day.
I would probably like it.
We have to get you to the snow. And then work on it.
I've never driven a snowmobile before, but I love driving things like quads and ATVs and all that. I love that kind of stuff, so yes. I would probably like it.
Nice to see you, Kathy. We hope that your cruise changes to a Marvel cruise as well. Let's see. AJ Love says, sit back and enjoy the chaos. Cruises are usually so nice, we self-regulate. We do. We keep each other in check. I guess you could say that. What else do we have? Folks saying hi to Josh. I love the video. You do a great job. Thanks, Steven. We appreciate that. I booked a Disney cruise and it ended up being fully of people wearing costumes. Well, Paul, I think you're going to get that on your Disney cruise.
Well,
the focus
there's a lot of characters on
Steve Morales said, focus is on getting boats in the water. You're right. Let's Christina V say, good, okay, that makes me feel much better. Thank you. Well, we hope our answer is accurate, and that's just how we feel about it. So, and listen, I mean, Sharon Sharon, she has her ear to the I don't know what the term I'm looking for. Her nose is to the grindstone. No, her ear is to the something. I don't know. I'm not sure what term I'm looking for, but Sharon's a little bit in the know. She knows a little bit about a little bit. So, if she knew something, she would definitely tell you.
Yeah. Nothing's been officially announced yet. And as far as kids go, I don't know. I don't see them banning kids from the cruise ships.
No.
I think once they start cruising, they'll be allowed if they aren't going to be allowed and they're not ready for that, then they just won't cruise at all, I'm thinking.
Yeah, Ken Brubaker said it best when he said, it's speculation, like where I think I'm going to be sleeping tonight. Pure speculation. Tell my wife to size. The only thing about kids cruising is the vaccines are not tested for them yet. I don't know that will stop a cruise from allowing them on, but the ports may not. Well, I mean, we'll see. Kids can cruise. They'll put them to work on the below deck. Maybe, Paul, maybe.
And I have heard that I don't, there is another vaccine, I think that from what I heard, and I know I could be a little wrong, if someone else knows, they can correct me, but there is another vaccine out there that they're testing right now, working on through another company that doesn't have the live virus. And I have read some things where that could possibly be the vaccine that maybe they are able to test on kids, and one that kids might be able to have down the road. But I don't think that's in the immediate future here. So
yes, Timothy Menard, you are right. The cruise lines are requiring the crew to be vaccinated, and that really makes a lot of sense, because that way they can minimize it being spread from crew to crew, and that way it's 50% of the occupants of the ship that they kind of don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
And then if the other half they do some kind of a test, show that you've had a negative test, maybe like a lot of areas are doing to travel to. That's an option.
Well, that way too. People, if they should get it, they can't really say I got it from the crew. It's like they got it from another passenger.
Antonia said, "Will the group cruise in May still have group activities? If it goes, and anything we're allowed to do, we'll be doing."
Yeah, and we posted a couple things. We haven't really posted that much yet because to be honest, we're just kind of waiting to see if it's a go for sure, and then if it is, depending on what protocols they put in place, then we will quickly plan whatever activities we have. But there will definitely be activities, but what they are, we will have to plan last minute. But it's going to be fun. No matter what, it will be fun if we're there.
There you go. Steve Morales said the background makes him want to go pee-pee. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it. Lucy, please. We're trying to do a live show in here. Lucy's groaning against the door.
Oh, my God.
Joe Randall loves the backboard. It's kayakers coming up on your head, Sharon, said Tessa.
What background do you have?
I have that one where it's the background from the resort there.
Oh, I didn't see any.
Yeah, there's people in the water. They're in the water. They're having a good time. Let's see. What else do we have? I don't want to miss too much. My next cruise, I'm going to get the priciest scotch I can with my drink package. Good call, Jim D. Very good call.
Yeah, that's usually the first question you ask is what's the best
well, unless things change, if you're on a Carnival ship, your scotch can be up to a $25 value of the drink.
It's 50.
No, it's 20. They changed it to 25.
Oh, that's right.
And if you're on an NCL, the value is 15.
Yeah.
So a little bit of a give and take there. Carnival, it's a 15 drink limit of hard alcohol, and you can get a little more higher end. And on NCL, you can drink as much as you want, but a little bit of restriction as to which drinks you can get. What is up, Joy Hot's drummer? Lovely to see you.
Barbados, maybe. Oh, Joy Hot's drummer. I would love to go to Barbados. That is definitely not it, but that is definitely on a list because that is my favorite cruise port. So
Peggy Stickler, I'm sure that I've had a Natty Ice beer. It may not be in my normal repertoire of beers, but you know what might be in the future? This nice Rincon craft beer, courtesy of the Fields. Thank you, guys. It's delicious. Woo!
Oh, I see Cindy in the house here. Hi, Cindy.
Who else is here? Oh my God, look at that. Midlife Crazy is here. What is going on? The kids from Midlife Crazy. Lovely to see you guys out there tonight joining us. Hope things are going well for you over there. And I know these guys have a fun little channel you can go check out as well. So go say hi to Midlife Crazy. Let's see. My first drink, waiting to see what my bootleg booze makes it. What bootleg booze makes it through.
Gosh.
Come on, Steve. You know you go right to the bar with Ruth and get whatever she tells you. Let's see. What else do we have? What was the royal craving drink that you had to ask for? It's been so hard I forgot the name of it. Said Don Lee. Don, are you talking? That might have been the drink that John is always looking for. The something doodle. John, if you're out there, maybe that's the question. I'm not sure.
The royal craving drink?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
I think I'm not sure if Don's saying like the Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. The Labradoodle. Is that it? The
Labadoozy or something. Yeah.
Maybe something like that.
If it's a royal, yeah.
Daniel Field said that Vloggers Cruise is just going to be something going on around every corner. Yes, you're going to be running into cameras around every corner. It's going to be insane.
Yeah.
Richard Zollner said pink teeny. Ooh, the pink teeny. I remember that.
So make sure you don't leave your cabins in any condition that you don't want to be on camera.
Oh, yeah, that's a good call. Matthew is not yet our chauffeur, but we're working on it. We've been practicing the driving. He's getting better and better all the time.
I actually went driving yesterday.
Lava something. Yeah, the labadoodle.
Oh.
Lava flow?
Labadoozy? Is it a labadoozy?
I think it's a labadoozy.
Yeah,
John, if you're out there, help me out.
Labadoozy. I think that's it.
That's good.
Right.
That's good.
Yeah, they're done, Lisa. Yeah.
Big Genius Jungles, don't worry. We'll be ready to hit the ground running and party hard, okay, when we hit New Orleans. Let the cards fall where they may. Well, as long as my card gets onto that ship and I don't wind up in an alleyway in New Orleans. Any plans for the Super Bowl, Sharon?
No, we really don't have any plans.
No plans. No plans here. Did we say hi to Hi C Cindy already? I see those guys are out there.
I did say hi.
What is going on, Cindy and Paul? Lovely to see you guys. They are also fans. The same chain of resort or hotel that we were just at, the Royal hotels. Royal. They are also fans of them, and they just had some videos at some of those Royal ones as well.
Yeah. The Royal, all of them. I mean, they're all. Some of the offerings and things are pretty similar, and they all get great reviews.
There you go.
I think they're all probably pretty good.
B Satan 67 is in the house. What's up, brother? Nice to see you. John says you'd crash that snowmobile. She'd crash it for sure.
I would crash it.
Yes.
I've only crashed an ATV once in my life, and it's because the brakes went out. It wasn't my fault.
Allegedly. Brandon Harrelson said we can come up to Utah and hang out with him and party. Hey, as long as you got a good stash of those Coronas, I'm on my way, bro. That's funny
because when we went on that trip to up north in Arizona, when we went to all the way to Horseshoe Bend that day, we actually talked about the night before of driving up into Utah to some places there and then back down. But we just, I don't know, we ended up not doing it.
Julie Faulkner says she's got 8 inches in southeast Wisconsin. Ooh. That's a lot of snow. Timothy Walters said there are people riding snowmobiles on the highway here. Oh. Crazy. Timothy, we're not surprised. We're not surprised. And folks in Wisconsin are out of control sometimes. We're going to Myrtle Beach. Spring break at the end of March. Hope the weather's warm, said Annette Tallman. That's what nice. That's what we're putting together is a little spring break action. Do we have to get, because it's spring break, like Matthew's spring break, do we have to get it cleared by Matthew? Does our vacation have to be Matthew approved? Does he tell us where he wants to go for spring break, or do we tell him where he's going for spring break?
If it was up to him, he would say he wanted to go on a cruise. But we usually say where we're going. But this is someplace that he's going to enjoy too. You know,
you think so?
Has some things for him too.
I feel like you know where you're going already, and you're just not telling us.
Well, I want to make sure everything's gonna. Work out.
All right, cool. Okay, good.
We still got a few things to check into.
Victoria W, yes, cruise prices definitely could go up a little bit once cruising is back in full swing. Yeah. Don't be surprised.
I think they will.
That's why we are trying to book a bunch of cruises out so we're lined up and we don't get any surprises later.
Yeah, we've kind of booked all of our cruises out unless something just kind of comes last minute, we've booked pretty much every cruise out till mid 2023 that we're going to be on, and so our prices are locked in.
Yes.
So it does. It doesn't hurt to book something out. Clear out into 2023 when there's a low deposit or something, and just kind of sit on it. At least you'll have that price locked in, because they will probably go up once cruising resumes. They're already starting to go up. Actually,
there you go. Ears to the wall was the thing I was looking for, or ears to the rail, ear to the ground. Thank you so much for the input, guys. You're great. You are great. China Pearl said none of the COVID vaccines have the live virus.
Are
you in the know on any of that, or could that be?
It was something that I had read about some other one and the live virus. So I don't know. Maybe that it was. I forget the company though that made it. It was just an article I read.
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Listen, I'm not going to pretend that I know a lot about vaccines, but you would think that they would have to have some version of the virus in there in order to make you resistant to that virus. But hey, I don't know.
Yeah, we haven't had the vaccine yet. Eventually we probably will, but we've been putting it off.
Knock on Earth, Nancy says we're really hoping to be able to fly only 18 more days. Yep, Nancy's got a big trip. Nancy, what's your trip again? Give us a scoop. Tell us what kind of vlogs we can look forward to getting from you with your next vacation, because everyone is super excited to see more content from Nautical Nurse Nancy. So give us the lowdown there, please, please. Leanne Franciscone says, hi, Cindy, I need to catch up on your Cancun vlog for sure. The Vlogger 23 will be totally off the shizzle of Tessa. It's not off the shizzle. It's off the chisel. I hate to correct you in front of everybody, but I just need to let you know it's off the chisel. We couldn't stack the onboard credit for the February back-to-back cruise they canceled. They wouldn't let us stack it. So frustrating, said Nancy. Yes, Nancy wants to stack this. She wants to go into a cruise with about $4,000 worth of onboard credit.
Yeah, they won't stack it.
Oh, Sharon, we're catching up. Hold on, it's 7:51 on the chat. It's 8 o'clock. We're so close. We're almost going to be catching up here soon. Almost. In
fact, it's kind of, when they go back, when you've had like 4 and 5 cancellations and things, it's kind of weird because, they don't just take the lump sum of money from the last cruise and move it over, which sounds very easy. Just move the money over and you're done. They go back through all 5 of those cruises and they take your actual future cruise credit comes from that very first cruise way back at the beginning. And then what money you've paid in between on all those other cruises, that gets moved over in direct funds each time. And it's like a whole process. It's not
that sounds confusing.
It's not just move it over to move it over. That's why, like I have to keep records on everything, because if you call the cruise line, they may look at it, and if they don't know that there was a previous booking, it's not back there, they just move the funds from one to the other and they miss some of them. So it's very confusing, and things can get missed with that. So you really have to keep track of it if you're doing your own bookings, that they've hit all of your bookings and pull from each of them.
Vincent Cubman is going to do a shot of Buffalo Trace on New Year's Eve on the Odyssey of the Seas on a cruise next New Year's in my honor. Thank you so much. Cheers to you, my friend. Hold on, I'm falling behind on my...
I was actually talking about Carnival, though, too. The other cruise lines do it a little differently, but that's Carnival.
Paul, that's a horrible comment. Paul said, group cruise game, pin the mask on the infected cruiser.
Oh my God.
Paul, what's going on? You're really locked in down there in Fiji, aren't you? Unbelievable.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not going to try to say that name. I see an Ola, and I guess we'll just keep an eye on that and see what that turns into. Let's see. I'm going to catch up. It all tastes the same by the 10th drink. You're not wrong about that, Vincent. You're not too wrong. Jason Schumacher said, please don't drink natty ice beer or any natty beer for that matter. How was Matthew's birthday, Jamie? That's an awesome question. It was fantastic. We had a lovely, lovely time. I don't know. We didn't do a whole lot. I think we had takeout from Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, he wanted steak from Texas Roadhouse, so we had takeout and birthday cake. And he opened
family movie
presents, and we had a family movie night, and
it was the perfect family movie.
No, it wasn't. But anyways, but it was just the 3 of us. We didn't. We had just come back from Mexico, so we didn't invite any other family members over because we've been keeping our distance for another week.
A little courtesy there for folks.
Weeks from everyone. So,
Sharon, what do you mean it wasn't the perfect family movie?
Well, Jamie picked the movie. I don't think it was Matthew's choice.
Matthew was interested in it. I told him it was a classic.
That doesn't mean he was interested in it.
But he loves when I tell him it's a classic movie and we watch it together.
Well, I saw him playing on his phone a little bit during the movie,
Well,
but he sat through it.
The Labadoozy, that's what everyone's saying, the Labadoozy.
Yeah, I know, that's what we said already.
That Leanne's laughing because I said the Labradoodle. Whatever. Yes, we're drinking a dog, Kevin.
Oh my God.
Garrett said I watched a video from a Royal Caribbean, a cruise that was going on in Singapore. He was so envious. I know, man, it stinks.
Yeah.
That drink has some bark to it, said Paul. Thank you so much. Midlife Crazy, no sweat. It's cool. We're all family in this house. Degenerates did a video on how to make a Labradoozy. There you go. Hey, listen, if I'm going to learn how to make a drink, I'm going to go to the Degenerate Cruisers. They know how to drink, and they know how to make good drinks. So I don't doubt that. Sharon, will you bring you all into our cabin in the Haven? Oh, Sharon, we'll bring you into our cabin in the Haven, said Nancy Fields.
Okay.
Nancy, we'll bring you into our penthouse suite. Oh, are we in the penthouse suite?
No, we're not, Jamie.
Shit. Sorry, Nancy. I tried.
It's not this time. No.
Riding with Larry, what is going on, brother? How are you and the Woohoo Girl doing? He comes in out of nowhere with a Go Chiefs comment. How dare you come in here? You know we're AFC West family, and we don't like that Chief talk around here. I don't know who I'm really rooting for in the game. I don't have a, what do they say? I don't have a dog in this race.
I don't really like either.
I don't want to see Tom Brady win again, although it's a funny story. To really rub it in the Patriots' face. Sorry, Francisconis. I'm sorry about that. I mean that, I didn't mean to hurt you with that comment. But then I don't really want the Chiefs to win again. I don't know. I just want Justin Herbert to be in the Super Bowl next year.
Bill Matson says, on the Vloggers Cruise, you should all share content that would minimize the number of people filming the same thing.
Yeah, Bill, that won't happen. Everyone's going to be greedy to get there for the first view of something out.
And that's, I don't, that'll be just too much. And I don't know. And actually, I've, some of the people, like bigger ones, like even us, I don't know that, we'll videotape all the fun things as a group, but I don't think we'll do our regular vlogging that we would do. It's probably going to be a whole different thing. So
and Bill,
we won't be doing ship tours and all that kind of vlogging. It'll just be some of the fun events with the group is what we'll be doing. It'll be just, we won't have the time to do anything else. We just won't have. And
I'm putting a little plan together, Bill, to work around that. What's going to happen is that I'm going to release all of my videos in reverse. So I'm going to start with Debarkation.
Oh my God.
And then work backwards.
Oh my God.
So one day there'll be like 10 Embarkation videos out, but I'll have the Debarkation video out that day. And then it'll work in backwards. And then when I finally put out my Embarkation, everyone else will be on their Debarkation.
Oh my
God. You see where I'm going with that. I'm putting I got an idea. It just came to me right now, but I'm okay with it.
Oh my God. Who knows what'll be going on in 2023?
I think everything will be fine. Let's see.
So I wouldn't worry. That'll be a lot of fun.
Why can't a cruise open as an all-inclusive hotel while unable to sail? Regular hotels are open. Jose, that's a great question. Why can't a cruise ship just go into port and open up and let people get on and off? I don't know.
You know what I did hear today? I don't know if they're in the chat or not, but I spoke with someone today that is going to be going on the Panorama later this year, and the hotel we stayed at, the Residence Inn there by the port. The hotel we stayed at?
Yeah.
They had tried to make a reservation there, but they said that they couldn't make one there. They're using that hotel as a COVID hotel. I don't know. I haven't really checked into it yet, so I really don't know if that's true or what the extent of that is, but that was something I was told today.
So that's weird.
Interesting. Yeah.
That is weird.
And they said the Queen Mary was closed, so I really haven't checked into any of that because we haven't been cruising, so I didn't.
Very interesting.
Haven't really been looking at hotels.
Very interesting. Mark LaRue said, "I've seen your Cancun trip. Did you have to get COVID tests? I plan on going in March." As of right now, you do not need a COVID test to go to Mexico. Although you do need one to go from Mexico back into the U.S. So that's the deal. But we literally came back on the 25th of January. On the 26th is when that new rule went into place. So we got back without having to get tested to come back in. Antonia says, I need a sharonatsea towel.
Oh.
Are you going to be selling towels on the side anytime soon? Maybe once cruising starts back up, we'll get a hold of some towels and start putting some out there.
I can always get them, but I have to order them. So I don't have any on hand right now.
There you go. Midlife Crazy can't wait for the Vlogger Extravaganza. They're bringing a total of 18 tons of camera. You're just like my friend John. Camera. He's got 13 backpacks on one body. It's unbelievable. I don't know how he doesn't fall over. Flip Flop Nation is here. What's up, Flip Flop? Nice to see you. Riding with Larry has stayed at several Royal Resorts and love them all.
Yeah.
Love them all. Well, that makes sense because those guys are so easy going.
The others look really nice too. Yeah.
We're going to have to check them out. Let's see. Am I getting caught up here towards the chat? I'm still 10 minutes behind. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, I'm going to jump ahead a little bit. Yeah, AJ, no, we did not have to get tested, but everyone the day after we came back began having to get tested to come back. I'm jumping ahead. Until Matthew reaches his senior year of high school, you get to tell him what you're doing for spring break. Senior year, he gets to make that choice. Our suitcase life, you're not wrong about that. Jeffrey Resendez. Hey, what's up, Jeffrey? He got 1 to 2 inches of snow here in Jamestown, Rhode Island. He was out there shoveling it earlier. What else? Riding with Larry said, Leanne, I haven't worn socks for 4 days. Rubbing it in that he's in Key West. Rubbing it in. So do you like the west side of Mexico or the east side, said David Smith. Ooh. Excellent question, David.
You know what? I like them both, but I like them both for different reasons. And depending on the time of year would be why I would choose one over the other. Like during hurricane season, I would choose probably the West Coast. But just about any other time, probably the eastern Mexico.
You like that Caribbean-ish
I like the Caribbean
water.
Yeah.
Versus the Pacific.
Yeah, but if I were going if I was going from probably June, the beginning of June to through the end of October, I would say the western Mexico, like off the Pacific coast.
Wow.
Cabo, Puerto Vallarta, and those.
Let's see. What else? Captain Table MDR had a question, and I just blew right. I am so sorry. I just jumped right through it. Hold on, dude. My bad. Let me try to find it. It was something about, what do you think if a norovirus kicks in in the middle of everything else?
We would be done. It would be over.
Yes. Tesla said, nope, there's no virus in the vaccine. Are the bars open in Vegas? Said Beth Ellinger. Yes, I believe they are. I don't think they've closed them down again. They opened them up into some like a percentage, like I don't know, 30, 40%, 50% or something like that. Oh, Nancy's going to the Rue Palace Peninsula Resort in Cancun.
Nice.
That is going to be a blast. Yeah. Nancy, are you going solo or you got a crew of peeps? Are you taking the Nautical Nurse Nancy cruise crew? Are they going with you? What else?
I think that's the Nauticals. Isn't that the Nauticals?
The Naughty Nauticals, I think is the name of the peeps over there. She's got a wild bunch of people that follow her. Oh, they love the hell out of her. Who doesn't? I love the way you include Matthew in all of your plans, said Sandy Rackley. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, he's a big part of our plan. So, there's times that he's not having a blast probably, but hopefully he enjoys a majority of things.
Yeah. And if he's not having a good time, then we're not having a good time. So it's nice if we're all have something that we like and having a good time. Daniel Fields, yes. NCL was where I was introduced to Buffalo Trace. It was an amazing moment, and I owe it all to the Norwegian Encore. You're right about that. Oh, is that one bartender in the that guy? Is that the outside of the whiskey bar? That was the guy. I remember the moment like it was yesterday, Sharon. We went to the bar, you and I. Me and my love went up to the bar in the whiskey bar, the Maltings whiskey bar on the Norwegian Encore, and I sat down and of course we had the drink package, and we sat down and I said to the fella, I said, hey, can I have a Woodford Reserve? And he said, yeah, the Woodford is out of the price. It's not included in the drink package. It's a higher level of cost. And I said, what? And so he told me again. I said, okay, whatever. And I said, well, what do you recommend? And he said, here, try this. I said, what is it? He said, it's called Buffalo Trace. I said, Buffalo Trace? What kind of crap is this? And I had it, and it was delicious. And then Sharon said, can I get a martini? And then he said, well, this is the whiskey bar. He said, but I think I can make you something special. He did. He made me something good. And he did. The only martini drink that he could make, and he did a great job with it. I don't drink whiskey. And then we were hooked, and that's the story. And that's how it all happened, guys. Yeah. That's how it all happened. Buffalo Trace that much less when you buy it in the store? No, there's like a $2 difference, $3 difference for the bottle. Whatever. It's just because the Woodford Reserve is popular, so they can jack up the price a little, in my opinion. Let's see, what else do we have here? Let's see. I'm just trying to jump through a little bit. Let's see. Robert Brown Jr. said good night. Good night, Robert.
A couple of folks are talking about how long it takes on the phone to move their cruises or handle their business. It can definitely take a while.
Yeah,
It is
sometimes
brutal.
does.
I see Sharon just on hold more than she's actually talking to people.
I do multiple ones at a time. You know, when I get someone, I don't, because although lately you haven't really had to wait on hold too long. It's not the waiting anymore for me. It's who you get on the other end.
Yes.
There's been times I've literally just hung up on them. I'm like, oops, we're disconnected. Click, and then I call back and get someone that knows what they're doing, because there's a lot of people that I don't know. You wonder how they got their jobs, to be honest.
Hey, you know what? It takes all kinds. Your business is only as good as the
sometimes
weakest
they
link.
have such a mess. They've made such a mess out of the booking, and then then you have to go call someone else and get it fixed, and Yeah,
Well, the best part is when I'm sitting here and I hear Sharon on the phone telling the person she's talking to what to do and how to handle something. And she's like, yeah, usually what they do is they go in and they do this, and then they do this, and then they shift it to the here, and then they change this, and that usually takes care of it. Okay, great. Thank you very much. And then she's like, oh my God, I can't believe this person. Yeah, thank you very much. And then she goes back to her Sharonatsea voice. A lot of people are asking, what movie was it? Okay, the movie, guys. Tell me this isn't a family-oriented movie for the family to just sit there and watch together.
I wouldn't say it's family oriented.
Pulp Fiction. The movie was Pulp Fiction. It's a classic, and there were certainly some
Maybe
slow
a classic,
moments.
but I wouldn't say it's a family movie.
But the highlights are highlights there. So, no, it wasn't Die Hard. It was not Animal House. Paul Atta, Porky's Revenge is on the list because it was only a few weeks ago that we watched Porky's, didn't we?
I don't think I watched that one with you guys. You and Matthew watched it, I think.
Are you sure? I thought you might have come in for some of that.
Oh, if I did, I probably fell asleep.
What a classic that was. Oh, my gosh. Meet Pee-wee. Oh, God. I remember seeing that in the movie theater. And that's how old I am. That was fantastic.
I was there.
Timothy Walters, the jacuzzi. Timothy, the only thing that got knocked out in the jacuzzi was a lot of the water when I got into it. When I looked, Sharon was in the jacuzzi, and I looked at her, and I was like, dang. Sharon is smoking hot in that jacuzzi. She's just waiting for me to get in there. And, ooh la la, I gotta get me some of that.
Oh
and I'm
God.
like, wowsy.
Oh my God.
And then I got in it, and it was a mess. I told the story. It was like what I say was it was like a sink. It was like a sink. A sink that had fine china in the sink. And then somebody just threw a bunch of pots and pans in there on top of it and ruined everything. It was that kind of a situation.
Oh my goodness.
It was a bad deal. C. Brown said, we got a movie Sunday, but Ruth couldn't get the VCR to load.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Snickerdoodle. I don't know if it's a snickerdoodle, Mike Jackson. Jamie D. Yeah, 14's off when you got back from 14 days off. No, Annette Tallman. I did not. My work is now just following whatever the CDC guidelines are, so it was cool.
Yeah, he went right back to work.
We need to know what movie it was, Jamie. There you go. Everyone knows.
Oh, yeah.
Any suggestions for hooked seafood on Royal? I love the video y'all made. Kristen, yes, go there. Go there and go there hungry and eat a lot of food. It was, I'm not sure.
The food was really good there.
I mean, the meal that we had in the Haven, Nancy Fields and Daniel, speaking of the Haven, the experience we had in the Haven dining room was almost the best I've ever had on a cruise ship.
It was better than I think any of the specialty.
The Haven dining room, in my opinion, was better than any specialty restaurant on the NCL ship. Yeah,
I mean, the specialty restaurants on NCL were really, really good. Like that.
Except one of them.
What was the Onda by Scarpetta?
Onda by Scarpetta was
really,
awesome.
Really good. Really, really good.
The Mexican place was pretty good. I don't remember it too well.
Yeah.
That was a little bit of a wild day.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Probably the steakhouse.
Lucy.
On the Encore was actually, out of all the specialty restaurants, that was our least favorite. But for some reason on cruise ships, whenever we book the steakhouse on any cruise ship, that's usually our least favorite. And I don't really know why, because a lot of people love the steakhouse, but we always seem to have something that happens with the service or
we do
just
not
something,
have
and we just do
luck.
not have good luck in the steakhouse.
When we went to Cagney's, I was stoked. I mean, super stoked. I have heard nothing but amazing raving reviews about Cagney's, and
But out of all of them, it was probably on the bottom from
the service was okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't blown away with that. Although they had huge wine glasses, so that was very cool. Yeah. And then my steak was mediocre.
But I think sorry to tell you. Every night.
Sorry to tell you.
But one, we ate in a specialty restaurant on the Encore, and out of all of them, you know, the steakhouse was probably on the bottom of all of them. I mean, it was good, but it was just on the bottom for a specialty restaurant.
Daniel Field said there will be footage out before the cruise for the Vloggers Cruise, New Orleans tours, meetups, all kinds of fun stuff. Yeah, not by me, because I'm going to be too busy partying. I won't have any time to make videos.
Yeah.
You know, the one person that goes, yeah, I'm a little tired, guys. I think I'm going to head in early tonight. That's the person that's going back to trying to make a video. I'm going to get the views. I'm going to get the first views. Going to get the first views. Steve Morales is going to watch the Puppy Bowl. There you have it. We got to catch. We're so far behind, but whatever. We're just having. This is great. Interacting with you guys is one of the fun. I mean, the fact that we've been doing this Monday night show, literally religious. Like last week, we didn't do it because we were traveling, but we came back on Thursday because Dana Fields busted my chops about that. And before that, I mean, we haven't missed a show in so long, and it's just one of the highlights of our week. We just love doing this and chatting with you guys. So thank you for that. Dewey Ski is here. His meeting is done. He's here better late than never. It's okay, Dewey. We're all waiting for you, so you're cool. So you are cool. Tess Almont's done New Orleans many times.
Yeah.
In order to stay fresh for Embarkation, I won't be partying in New Orleans the night before. At least that's the plan.
It's
sure
funny,
you won't, Tess.
Because New Orleans, we've been there a few times, and I think the first couple times I've been there were more party oriented. The last couple times we've been there weren't as much party. Matthew was younger the one time, and last time it's not that he was that young, but he wasn't a real big fan of New Orleans, so we just kind of went out and had dinner, walked around and things, and headed back. But it can be a lot of fun if it's the right time.
Yes. Rico Wallace, what is up? Yeah, the CDC has their ban expired a couple months back, and they didn't put it out again. But right now, the cruise lines, there are requirements. Protocols that need to be in place prior to beginning the cruise, but the cruise lines are really just voluntarily putting things off right now. You know, the reality is that they're dying to get to cruising again, but no one wants to be the first cruise line to go back out and have a major issue. It'll be a PR nightmare, and it could literally set things back for months.
I think they still have some test cruising to do. They don't have their crew all back in place.
Yes.
And things.
Just recently, NCL had some crew come over, and now they actually brought some of them home again. Yeah.
So it's going to be a little bit before.
There you go.
Early summer, maybe.
Seth Salman said a friend of mine has a timeshare in Cancun, had him talked into going in May until they started that test requirement. Well, the test, just go and get tested and come on home.
Most of the resorts now are testing, will do the test right there to come back. But I know the big thing, it's not, I guess, getting the test. Sometimes it's what if something happens and you test positive. That's while you're there. That's the issue, I think. Elaine
Thomas said Pulp Fiction scared me straight. I'm pretty sure I lost a few brain cells watching Pulp Fiction. Let's see. Oh, Tess Almond can't. Tess Almond said she can't send you produce. Oh, Tess, when do you follow the rules? What are you afraid of? Throw a little produce in a package? Come on.
That's okay, Tess.
Beth Ellinger watched the Banger Sisters the other night with Doug. I'm not sure if that's the same. Did you watch? Is that the Banger Sisters? It's probably not the same Banger Sisters movie that I'm thinking of.
Probably not.
I caught mine on an obscure website. Never mind. I'm sorry. I digress. I digress. Let's see what else we got. Jamie got in the hot tub. The call went out for the river pilot. Thank you. Even in Cabo, the steakhouse was no good, said Garrett. Yeah, see, Cagney's. A few people were saying that same thing about Cagney's. So
yeah, we had when we went to Cabo. Out of all the restaurants, all the restaurants except for the steakhouse were amazing. They were so good. And the one night we had planned to go to the steakhouse, and we were just like ready for it. We were expecting this awesome meal. It was going to be great. And we get there, and it was like a kind of a letdown.
Yes, because that was the focus of everything. When are we going? When are we going to Cagney's? We have to go to Cagney's.
Oh, Cagney's. No.
Which one were you talking
I know
about?
about Cabo.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I lost track for a second. I was thinking about some of the scenes in Pulp Fiction. Yeah, it got me worked up again.
Oh my God.
Ryan with Larry said, good night all, long day. Poor Larry has to get up early in the Keys, in the Florida Keys.
Yeah.
He's got to get a good night's sleep so that him and Diane can get up for cocktails bright and early in the morning. You guys have fun.
Yeah.
We love you and have a blast.
And don't get too sunburned.
Yes, don't forget your lotion. Good call, Sharon. You're always thinking. Doug and Nikki, what's going on, Doug and Nikki? Lovely to see you tonight. The Cruise World is here. What is going on, brother? Nice to see you. Hope all is well. The best steak we had on NCL was in the French Bistro. Had a peppercorn fillet. Daniel, I'm here to tell you that the prime rib that I had at the Haven was the best goddamn prime rib I've had in my life. It was unbelievable. I got video of it. You've seen the video. And if you don't believe me, you can go back to the video of Matthew's birthday on our NTL Encore. It was insane. It was insane. It was a great night that we had there. I had the same experience with the Encore on the Encore with Cagney's. Good, but not great. See?
Yeah.
I don't lie about nothing. We tell you the God's honest truth. Hey, Juan Gonzalez. Love to see you there, buddy, tonight. I don't know if you're still on. Juan's a dude I work with. Unbelievable.
Oh.
Hey, Juan. Cheers. Let's see. Pam says all the non-vloggers will be posting videos of the vloggers running around like crazy.
That could be true. Yeah.
That could definitely happen.
Posting them all over Facebook or something.
Crazy Cat Travis said, remember when SASC had the record for the longest live stream? Then the degenerates happened. Hey, listen. Crazy. We're all about quality, not quantity. I've always said that ever since the degenerates crushed the record.
It's a long time. I don't know how we went. Actually, we went pretty long on New Year's Eve though. That was pretty long.
Sharon, everyone thinks we only went 3 hours. Keep it on the down low.
Okay.
The last 2 hours are gone, never to be seen again.
Okay.
You remember that?
Yeah.
You remember that. Our Suitcase Life said, who's excited for the big chicken on the Mardi Gras? I know the big chicken, and he'll be there in full force, I hope. Yeah. Those red wine oysters look superb, though. Oh, AJ Love said on the panorama, I'm sure. The meat must be hand rubbed. Steve, please. Ruth, Todd, will you keep Steve under control? He's out of control tonight.
Oh my gosh. Vloggers
trying to outdo each other. It could be interesting. Do you guys ever go to Puerto Penasco? I find there are never quality YouTube videos from there. Is that Sue Soto?
No, we have
See,
not.
I drank the beer and I burped.
No, we have not. So.
Well, we got to make a note of that. We should write that down right now. Write it down. Puerto Penasco.
Okay, I'll remember.
Do you remember that?
I'll remember.
Do you know where that is?
It's, I think, in...
Is it near Puerto Vallarta? Or Puerto Rico?
Exactly. But I'll look it up. Maybe we'll check that out.
All right, we'll check it out. So there you have it. Do any cruises serve tomahawk steaks? I don't know, Paul. I do not know that.
I haven't seen any. But...
Daniel Fields can't wait to start planning the Bermuda trip. We can't either. It's going to be amazing. Yeah. The Bermuda trip is going to be so much fun.
Yeah, I am really looking forward to that.
But I'm also looking forward to whatever's going to come up in March. Because I think I have an idea what it's going to be, and it's going to be amazing.
Oh, this March?
This March.
Oh.
It'll be something we've never done before.
Wow. Some of us have never done that before. Oh.
No, we should not.
Oh.
You got a big mouth. Big mouth. Big mouth. Big mouth. You got a big mouth. Let's see. The ship says that I can't wait for the Mardi Gras. Is John on the Mardi Gras?
No.
He's not on that cruise?
Not yet, anyways.
What the hell?
But you can book it, John.
Timothy Gravel said Mardi Gras is going to be my first cruise ever in January. Very cool. That'll be very cool for you.
That's going to be, if that's your first cruise, it's going to be hard to go on any other smaller ships after that, probably. Yes. You're starting at the top.
Tess said I'm going to have to check out your Encore video. I don't think I've seen that one. What, Tess? Get it together. It's one of our best videos. But you're right, Cagney's is average at best. Ooh, a lot of Cagney's getting beat up in here. Yeah. Hey, look, people are saying hi to Juan Gonzalez. See, Juan, people are friendly here in the Sharonatsea Travel Cruise Crew.
All the other specialty restaurants on the Encore were fantastic. It was just, and I'm not saying Cagney's was bad. It was just a little underwhelming from what we were expecting.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you just think it's going to be. I think it's the same thing with Royal Caribbean.
You know what? But it wasn't that the food was really bad or anything. The food was okay. It was good.
My food was not great.
But for us in Cagney's, it was partially the service too. Whereas all the other specialty restaurants had exceptional service.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of weird. I don't know.
It was weird. We were in a we were in a little bit of a hurry, but not that much of a hurry.
It was a little it was a little busy that night when we were in there too. But
that's right. Puerto Penasco is down near Rocky Point, the Sea of Cortez.
Okay, I thought it was on the west side there. Okay.
Yes, yeah. We may not go there because it's too close to home.
Yeah.
But if we can drive there, then I'm not in. Leanne Francisconi said, "Don't say it, Jimmy. Don't say it." Remember Bubba Shrimp? Well, Bubba said to buy Snap stock. It's rising like the waves in the background. And it'd be a green. What? Hold on. What? Ernesto the Great. I'm losing. I lost it on your comment. Snap stock ship. I don't know what that means, but thank you so much for being here. And oh, there you go. He's correcting himself. The ship show said that Wanda Perlman's going on the Mardi Gras. No, she's not. We canceled that booking. Lindy Lou said, my mouth always gets me in trouble. Join the club, Lindy. Join the club. Alfred said, New Year's live stream was 5 hours long. I watched it all. Alfred, I apologize if you did. I'm sorry you had to see that. It was a hot mess. A hot mess. Jamie, how do we get the Reddit crowd to go crazy over Carnival stock so we can all make money? First off, Captain's Table, we need to drop that stock back down to $8 a share so I can buy a buttload more of it. Then we can take it back up to $60 a share, where it was before this whole thing happened. That would be the ticket.
Yeah. Once we get cruising again, I think they'll go back.
Kim Rupier is going to rent a car and drive to all the cruises this year. Anyone want to join the convoy? That sounds fun. Let's see. Paul, no, the Wanda Perlman won't be on the Mardi Gras. We canceled that booking. Daniel said, I've had great meals at Cagney's, but I've eaten at Cagney's on like 5 or 7 ships, and there are differences. Steve, no, Wilma is not here as well. Wilma is not here. Things are starting to get a little crazy. Once we get to an hour and a half on the show, things get a little wild. Tess said, yes, the service sucked and the food was average. Never again. We ran into that. We ran into that on Carnival.
What's the steakhouse?
Yes, the Carnival Steakhouse, the food is always unfreaking believable. I love the hell out of the food.
But the service is not that good.
But the service always leaves us wanting more.
But once again, if we go to the other specialty restaurants, the service is great.
And then when we go to the main dining room, the service is outstanding and the food is, it's the main dining room in Carnival.
So I don't know what it is. You would think they would put, I don't know. It's like they put their less unfriendly people.
I'll tell you what's funny. We have commented about Cagney's.
It's kind of weird.
No less than a dozen comments by you guys saying, yeah, Cagney's was only okay. Not impressed. Not impressed at all. That is wild to see those kind of comments coming in. Oh my gosh, we're almost caught up in the chat, Sharon. We're almost caught up.
Yeah, it's beginning to have a complex. Like, what is it with us and the steak and any steakhouse? We just don't have good luck.
Thank you, Lee. We hope we get on the inaugural cruising as well of the Mardi Gras. You're booked in July and December. That'll be fantastic. Yeah. Man, we are looking forward to making a video too.
If that one does get canceled for any reason, I sure hope not. We'll probably try to rebook it when, late summer, early fall, whenever it is sailing. We'll
flip a coin and we'll see what's happening. Lindy Lou says we like it wild, Jamie. I don't know what that's in reference to, but Lindy Lou, I love that you like it wild, girl. I heard that about you, so we'll see what happens. Let's see. Tess said on Carnival never had any service or food issues at the steakhouse. I'm not going to tolerate it next time. LOL, she said. That is funny. That is funny. Guys, we have caught up on the chat. It's amazing. Yes, the ship show said I learned that Lindy Lou likes it wild. Sharon, it's been an hour and a half.
It has.
Lately, you've noticed that we have tried to go an hour and a half because that gives us a little time afterwards to wind down here as we get to about the 9 o'clock hour. I realize it's later for you guys, but we have to put some stuff away and stuff like that. I do need to finish my martini.
And my wine's gone.
Is your wine gone?
My wine's gone.
I mean, it's time for more wine. Why don't you read a couple comments? I don't know where we left off.
Well, I think you left off at the bottom here.
We're at the bottom. I just want to make it easy for you.
There aren't any comments. Let me see if I can find any other comments that you missed. Oh my gosh.
Dang. I love a good martini. Love it, love it, love it. What do you got there? What are you looking at, Sharon? Tell me your thought process here.
I am looking to see if there's one that you missed.
That's the best thing about me. I never, ever, ever miss a comment. Do we have any fun videos to show?
I don't think so.
I don't know if we do. You guys want to see a fun video? Just let me know in the comments.
I don't. Do we have any?
I don't know if it's really fun or not, but I have one video. Do you want to see a quick video? What's up, Jimmy Butler? Nice to see you. Jimmy Butler came in to say goodnight. I don't think he said good evening yet, but he just said goodnight.
Well, good night, Jimmy.
Paul Addison, looks like they're calling it in again. Sorry, Paul, the hour and a half is a little disappointing. If you drive to Mexico, do you need to test to return? Jamie, I'm not sure if you can even drive to Mexico right now.
Yeah, to fly you do, I know.
Oh, there you go. Always up for a fun video. All right, just if you haven't seen it yet, here's the new intro trailer video for the Mexico vlog series. It's just kind of fun.
They've probably seen it if they
And we've been enjoying it. If you've seen the videos, you've seen it. If you haven't seen the video, what's the matter with you? Let's get it together because we need those views, please. And there you go. See, I told you it was a fun, quick little video. No big deal.
I have to scoop
Bada
back
bing,
over.
bada bang.
I had to let the dogs in. They
Yeah, the dogs were getting a little
there.
ape poop out there.
Come here, Lucy.
They were getting a little wild
oh,
ones.
no.
Easy, Lucy. Don't step on the power outlet,
Come up
please.
here. Come here. Lucy.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Let's see. What did we learn tonight? Margie Butcher, thank you very much, guys. It is that time of the night. Let's start off with the old, what did we learn tonight? If there's anything that you learned, if you learned something about us, if you learned something about your peers and your friends in the chat, let it out now. Make a comment now. We'll read it out loud. Please, if you've been watching for a little while, there's still 180 people here. We know that there's about 50 people that comment regularly, and the rest of the folks are usually just watching from a distance. If you're just watching, please jump out and say hi so we can say hi to you and thank you for being here. And we'll do that for the last couple minutes before we wrap this sucker up. So yeah, that's these little. We wanted to do a fun little video. We're trying to shorten the intro videos, just make them go boom, 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 a couple quick shots, and get back to the fun. Let's see. Garrett said, "How come you drive to Long Beach but not to Rocky Point?" Well, Garrett, when we drive to Long Beach, it's to get on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
And if we're gonna vacation,
we usually fly
usually
further.
we're going somewhere farther or getting on a cruise ship versus just going to Rocky Point, I guess is the deal. I mean, we saw your stuff. You had a great time in Rocky Point. We're not against it, but usually there's just, when the time off comes around, we've already planned something just farther out than Rocky Point.
Yeah. I mean, because usually if we go somewhere, it'll be for a few days, and so we want to go as far as we can during that time and see as much as we can.
There you go. Mike Clark said, off to Margaritaville Reserve. Hopefully all will go well. We hope you have a great time, Mike. Lovely to see you. Was the main pool always crowded at the resort, Jamie and Sharon?
No, well, the one day that, let's see, was that Friday? Friday, the first day we were hanging out at the resort, we didn't go out we went to the beach first. So we didn't go to the pool, but in the afternoon later when we went to the pool, I wouldn't say it's crowded like in normal times crowded, but for COVID times, it was kind of crowded. But the swim-up bar was what was mostly crowded. There was several people in the pool, but the swim-up bar was like all the seats were pretty much taken. So that's I think that's why we refer to it in the video as crowded, because the swim-up bar was
and also because they had little banks of chairs, 3 and 4 chairs at a time, but they were spaced out. You could tell they had removed a lot of chairs from the pool area, and all of the chairs around the main pool were taken already. Yeah. And so we wanted to just lay out and chill out, and we didn't want to just have our stuff next to the pool and get in. So that was the deal. And at one point we walked over and jumped in, but we didn't really show any video of that. It wasn't too eventful. And
but laying by the other pool, there wasn't anyone around, so we just took advantage of that. Like, why not just lay there? It was quiet, and our waiter followed us over there, and he brought us all of our drinks and food over there because they kind of wait on you no matter where you're at. So it was just more relaxing.
Yes, David, he was awesome.
For us.
And Nancy, if I know you,
Now,
you will
the
be
next
in the
day-
middle of that pool with your inflatable flamingo, and
Now-
you'll be good to go.
The next day, though, when we went to the pool, it was not crowded at all. In fact, the swim-up bar, I think maybe twice I saw 1 or 2 people go up to the swim-up bar throughout the whole time we were there. So there was hardly anyone there.
Mm-hmm. You are right about that. Let's see. When do you think sailing will start? Michael, we have no idea, dude. We have no idea. We'd like to think it'll start on May 29th. That's our best guess.
Yeah.
Other than that, we don't know.
Yeah. Hopefully this summer.
Spitfire basketball, we loved NCL. Loved it. We can't wait to get back on an NCL.
Yeah.
Margie Butcher learned that I love a good martini and I don't like to drive to my vacation. Garrett said, you can drive to Rocky Point now. Thank you for that, Garrett. I appreciate that.
We will drive. We like to drive, but it's just most of our vacations, when Jamie can take time off work, we like to go somewhere and farther because we can't, we can drive more locally for the weekend somewhere, just, and things like that. So, I don't know. We just choose to go somewhere as far as we possibly
The Cruise World said, I hope your Mardi Gras hope the Mardi Gras, he said video, but it probably means cruise. Hope Mardi Gras doesn't get canceled. But if it does, please rebook for August 7th so I can say hello to you guys. Mark, that would be lovely. Mark from the Cruise World, thank you so much for that. And we'll keep our fingers crossed for that and see what happens. Let's see, what else? Big Gene Jungle said James was off their shizzle. Rocky Point's a fishing town and it's a good long weekend getaway, said Jose Lara. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, it's nice. I have I know a few people that go down there frequently. In fact, the person that does my hair regularly, she that's one of her favorite places to go. She's always going down to Rocky Point and staying in, I forget the name of it, but she stays at the same place all the time, some resort down there.
Chris Goo, great question. Did you fly your drone at the resort? Chris, I had a little bit of an opportunity to put the drone up, but the entire 3 days, the 3 full days that we were there, it was windy as HE double hockey sticks. I kid you not. I had the opportunity. At one point, I put the drone up from like the outside of the resort to try to get a shot of it, and all of my footage is like this because the thing was getting bounced around in the wind violently, and the gimbal wouldn't move properly. The gimbal was getting shaken, and I was getting error messages and stuff. So it was just crazy. We had an opportunity from a place that we're at later on in the vlog. We were able to eat at like a rooftop pool and bar thing, which is awesome. And we had a chance to fly the drone from the rooftop. The guy said we could if we wanted to. And it was just too windy. I was frightened to death that once that thing got up in the air, it would just be gone and I'd never find it again. So we didn't get to do it nearly as much as I would have wanted to. Neil Drucker, thank you so much. We'll see you soon.
Good night, Neil.
Tess Alman learned she's not the only one disappointed with Cagney's. And also that Paul needs to get out of quarantine and she needs to stay home next time there's a Zoom call. And then nobody knows when we'll cruise. You've learned a lot tonight, Tess. Nice job. Nice job. Also, Daniel also can't wait for the London, Norway, Iceland, Scotland cruise. That's going to be insane.
I cannot wait for that either. I cannot wait to go to Iceland, and also Norway. Scotland too, but
there you go.
But I've been wanting to go to Iceland forever.
Yep. Jose Lara is yelling, puppy, and Paul wants to know if there's a subscription level where we don't get Shirtless Jamie. No, Shirtless Jamie comes out whenever. It just happens. Megan NW said, hi, what's up? Mango Smoothie, what is going on? Isabel S. Jill Adams, lovely to see all of you.
Hi.
Please feel free to get more involved if you want to next time around. Shirley Dixon is here. What is up? Deborah Blankenship is out there. Love to see you guys. Patty Husted, you rebooked all your personal cruises to 2023, question mark?
What?
No, we have some booked in 2021 and 2022.
You rebooked all your... Oh, no.
Yes.
No, we still have 2. We still have 3 in 2021, and we have several in 2022, and then a couple in 2023. We have 10 cruises booked right now, so we'll see which ones we end up on.
Antonio Penix learned that Miss Lucy is spoiled. Yes, Lucy and Boswell are both spoiled.
Yeah, they are very
Alfred
spoiled.
Inglesby said Ship Show might be on the May group cruise. He dropped a hint on the podcast. Check out Always Be Booked podcast.
Well, you better hurry
Hold
up,
on.
John.
You're not up to anything, are you?
No.
Booking something with John and not telling me again?
No, I don't. I know.
Because I will be so mad.
This is
I'll be
news
so
to me.
upset. I will have to unfriend him if he does that again.
But you
One
better
time
get
is all
on it
that can
because they're
happen.
shutting. They will be shutting that cruise.
Blaine
down
from Really Creative
any
Travel said,
day
hey to all
if they
those
haven't
hiding. Mercy Rodriguez is here. What's up? Timothy Gravel, nice to see you. David Sessford, hello, hello. Trav said, what is up, guys? I love seeing all the folks come out of hiding right at the end. Rod McCartney learned not to go to Cagney's. What about Sharonatsea sunglasses? Said Andrew Cabate. That could be an idea. Bill Matson, Rocky Point, Mexico is where we're talking about. I learned that Jamie and Sharon are cold, said Anthony. We are wearing our sweatshirts tonight, but I'm a little warm right now.
Yeah, it's warm now because the door's been shut. But.
I learned that Sharon doesn't like a busy background. Jose said, no, there's no all-inclusives. Yeah, that's something that we're facing. Can I say that? The place that we're looking at for March is a little bit like that.
Well, there's a lot of places that don't have all-inclusives.
Yeah,
you know, Mexico has a lot of all-inclusives, and there's a few other places that you can go that have them, but there are several places that just really don't have all-inclusives.
Brandon Harrelson turns 29 on the 22nd. Can we have a party on Monday Night Live?
Oh,
yeah, we can.
We can.
Yes, heck yeah, you can.
Yeah,
make a note of that. I learned Jamie can't snowboard, said Christina V. I learned Sharon's favorite port is Barbados. There you go. Canada has some very strict no travel rules right now, said Mango Smoothie.
Yeah.
They're in lockdown.
They do.
I learned that Sharon is fine china and Jamie is a frying pan. Thank you, Vanna B, for paying attention.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you. Garrett usually goes to Rocky Point for 2 to 4 days at a time. He loves it. Hello, Nancy Harris says we've enjoyed the Mexico videos. You are enjoyable and informative to watch. Thank you, Nancy. That's one of the highest compliments we can be paid, and we appreciate that.
Yeah.
I learned Jamie displaces water. Was that a dog or a baby seal? Daniel, that is our dog. There's no seals allowed here at the house.
Yeah. She's all black and fluffy and needs a haircut.
Yes, she definitely is. Let's see, what else do we have there? Cannot wait to go to Iceland with y'all. Nancy feels that trip is going to be insane.
It is.
Insane. Dewey Ski said that will be an awesome trip. Can't wait to go to Iceland. Oh, Dewey, it's going to be unbelievable.
We did move a lot of our cruises out to 2022, and so 2022 we actually have so many. Like I think we have one Caribbean cruise on the Celebration on the Vista in March, but every other cruise for 2022 that we have booked are all like Europe, Australia, then the Iceland cruise. Like we have all more international like cruises there. So we're like kind of venturing out and we're trying to see as much as we can before Matthew, gets too old.
Before he says I'm done with you guys.
He'll be finished with high school in 2023, so we're trying to take him as many places.
What is up, Dylan Seaman? Oh, look who it is, Griff and Alyssa. What's going on there? My money says it's Griff. Although Alyssa could be close by, but to one of you, to both of you, or to all of you, hello. Lovely to see you, kids. Great to have you here. Thanks for joining us. Ashley Moy said, oh my God, Jeff is confused by the squeaker toy too. Oh, they hear this. That's Boswell with the squeaker toy, probably.
Oh yeah.
Boswell loves the squeaky toys.
He has to have his toys.
He does. I learned that Carnival includes better whiskey than NCL with the drink package, said Jim D. Well, what they interpret as better whiskey, I'll say that. But I can tell you that on Carnival, I can get the Woodford Reserve with the drink package. But on NCL, I could not. I'm just saying. And that led me to Buffalo Trace, so maybe it's a win-win situation. And I don't know that Carnival has Buffalo Trace, so there you go.
Oh, Alfred's Iceland is going to be great. Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of people booked on that Iceland group cruise. I was really surprised at how many people booked it because, it's not a cheap cruise, but it's like a bucket list. That's what we said. It's a bucket list cruise.
Lindy Lou said she learned that Jamie has a big mouth like me. Thank you, Lindy Lou. I take that as a compliment. Let's see. Iceland looks beautiful, said Doug and Nikki. Drone Mania. Beth Ullinger says, who's up for Vegas? February 12th to the 15th. Beth and Doug Ullinger will be in Vegas. Ooh. So if you guys want to party like rock stars with those rock stars, send them a message, post on the cruise crew. They will respond to you, and they will have a big, big party in their penthouse suite that they rented. My dogs were staring at the laptop, tilting their heads back and forth when the squeaky toy was going crazy. Sorry, Richard. It just happens. Lindy Lou, I love the Yuma and miss it so much. Lindy Lou, that's not something that a lot of people have said out loud, but we appreciate your honesty. How many on the Iceland cruise? I only know of a few others. Start a group, said Dana. We will. That one's kind of gone under the radar, I think.
Oh, yeah. I haven't started a group for that. I'll try to get on that in the next couple of weeks. When we booked it, it was kind of far out at the time, and we had other groups first. But yeah, I'll get one going on that.
Get it going.
I think we have about 25 cabins. So there's probably about 50 plus people going on that one right now.
That's right.
So I don't think many more will go on it, but I think it'll be around 40 or 50 people total.
I think when word gets out, I think people are going to go bucket list cruise, and that thing's going to blow up and be huge.
So
I think it's going to be big time.
But you know, it's going to be great. It's on a smaller ship. It's just
intimate.
It's not.
Intimate.
We kind of said that's not like the big party cruise. It's just going to be more about the ports and seeing things, I think, and just enjoying the whole thing.
Jose Lara, you're right. Jose said, Doug and Beth, that's nothing but trouble. I love it. You're right about that because, Jose, the last time you saw Doug at the get-together at Dave & Buster's, he was one day, it was a day before his surgery, he was drinking water and coffee because he could not have alcohol. But now he's back in the game. So all bets are off, just so you know. Just so you know. Dylan Seaman said, I am not a suspect. How many on the Bermuda group cruise? Said Amy Franzak. Amy, right now there are a little over
100 almost 100. Let's see. There was 120 cabins. There's been a couple cancellations and a couple new bookings. So I would say it's still right in there at 120 cabins. So
I think it's a little bit under. I'm going to say 110.
Double the people because there's 2 in some cabins. Some have 3 or 4, others have 1. So just double the people and you got about a count. So.
There you go. Paul Addis said, is that the dog or Jamie with the gas? Hey, if it was me, I'd be saying it proudly, Paul, so you don't have to question that at all. It's not the dog covering for me. You guys are awesome. All right, guys, so that's it. Whoa, 110 cabins. Wow. Said, yes, Nancy, that is a monster cruise.
Yeah.
Andrew Capite, we talked about that. The sharonatsea sunglasses are a great idea.
Gosh.
And Sharon will definitely look into that option.
Yeah, we'll see about that. I don't know.
Yes, Nancy, that will be some kind of cabin crawl. Nancy, we're going to need a professional cabin crawl organizer for that. Do you know anyone that can help out with that?
We're going to do the relay race on that cruise. Remember?
We are. We're going to do the relay race, and then we're still going to do a cabin crawl, aren't we?
Well, if we can.
What was the relay race again? It's going to be a cocktail relay race, right?
Yeah. We had the whole plan down, and now I've forgotten.
It'll come back to us again. We'll have a brainstorming session with the ship show guys.
Yeah, but we're gonna have like this relay race. Have some teams set up, and it'll be fun.
A bar-to-bar relay race.
Yeah,
it's gonna be insane. Don't worry about it.
And that should be good because we can. If we have to social distance a little bit with that, I think we can. We'll figure it out.
We'll need a bigger whoopee cushion for sure, said Paul Adler. Tessalman, thank you. Your volunteering is always welcome, but we will attempt. We will attempt to not have any of the guests have to worry about doing any work besides being there and having fun.
On the 2023. Oh,
yes.
Yeah. That cruise, there'll be probably some more stuff coming out soon, but we actually have a whole, I don't know what you want to call it, crew, committee. There's a whole thing behind the scenes set up on that, and I'm not sure.
What are you talking about?
Like on that cruise for events.
Well, we have multiple families and multiple spouses and a lot of people involved in that, so we're good to go.
The 2023, right?
No, she's talking about the 2021 Bermuda.
No, she's talking about 2023.
Nope, she's talking about 2021.
Right there, Jamie.
Well, whatever. You know what
That's what I said. So we'll see. They have.
Okay. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll.
Oh yeah, that's on lockdown. But thank you so much for the offer. I thought you were talking about 2021.
Oh no. Yeah. No.
Oops.
Yeah, we could probably use some help in 2021.
Thank you, Tess. You're lovely, and we appreciate the offer. You are a true amazing woman, and that's why we love you. All right, I think that's it, guys. We're gonna wrap it up because we were gonna stop at an hour and a half, and it's almost been 2 hours as usual. You guys are rock stars. Thank you so much for joining us, Sharon. Is there anything else? Did we miss anything tonight? Anything else we need to cover with the peeps?
I don't think so. We just kind of came in with nothing in particular.
We came in with nothing to talk about, and we were 10 to 12 minutes behind the chat the entire time because you guys kept us busy, and we thank you for that. You did a great job. A great job. Look at the lovely water back there. Just look at it. Look at this thing right here. What is this? Just like a piece of a tree.
Oh, it's seaweed.
It's like seaweed. It jumped a little bit there. Okay, that's the cut. Yeah. That was the cut. I'm not gonna lie. That was the cut. That's it, guys. So until next time. from myself, Jamie, from Sharon, from Matthew in the other room, from our amazing team, SAST, nautical nurse Nancy and Leanne Francisconi, from everyone here at Sharonatsea Travel, we want to say...
Happy cruising, safe travels, and we'll see you next Monday night.
Next Monday night, for sure. Definitely.
Definitely.
And don't forget, next Monday night, St. Jude's, baby. We're celebrating.
Yeah. Yep.
St. Jude's donations going down tomorrow, or next Monday night. It's all happening. And we'll see you guys then.
Tomorrow afternoon, the next vlog will be coming out.
Probably. Depending on what time Jamie gets that start on it.
It will.
I'm going to have to take Matthew driving tomorrow.
He'll be in school.
Damn. Okay. Okay, well, we'll get working on that. Vlog it is then, Sharon. Vlog it is. All right, you guys are amazing. Thanks for being here. We love you. And we'll catch you next time. Peace out.
Good night.
Good night.